Hey everybody, what's up? We got some Guns N' Roses news today. So if you guys missed it, I did a recap of their concert in Auckland today. So they're off to Australia now. And so it's that time of the month when there's a lot of Guns N' Roses birthdays or birthdays of people in the Guns N' Roses camp. So it's Del James's birthday, Slash wished him a happy birthday. February 4th, I believe, is Duff's birthday, so Slash wished him a happy birthday. And then tomorrow, February 6th, day after tomorrow. I keep thinking it's February 5th for some reason. So February 6th is Axl's birthday, and he'll be turning 55. I'm sure you can expect a tweet from Slash and Duff on that. In fact, Slash wishing Axl a happy birthday back, I think in 2015, is when people started to suspect that the Guns N' Roses reunion was sort of imminent, or there had been some sort of thaw in the relationship between Axl and Slash. And then if you guys saw my channel yesterday, you know I put up a video of Guns N' Roses rehearsing Estranged in Auckland, and there's another rehearsal video that's come up. It's only 50 seconds long. It's of them playing Estranged, but Duff's wife Susan is seen in the background. She's kind of jumping around, doing flips and whatnot. So it's kind of an entertaining video. You guys can go check it out. Let's move on to our next piece of news. So Guns N' Roses show in Auckland, New Zealand, got kind of mixed reviews. You know, from the fans that I talked to online, they said it was a great show. And then there's some reviews I've read that were negative. This one was really the only negative review, I should say. It says Guns N' Roses are a testament to why rock bands shouldn't reform. And the guy's just to the article is that Axl's voice isn't as good as it used to be. And of course it's not. And I'll talk a little bit more about Axl's voice in a bit because I got something really cool to let you guys know. But there was also this really positive review about Guns N' Roses' performance, about how they still have the appetite, how it was a great show. And then while we're on the topic of their Auckland show, Guns N' Roses show pretty much went off without a hitch. They did receive a total of 9 noise complaints, which isn't too bad when you consider the fact that, you know, when AC/DC played the same concert back in 2015, they received a total of 27 noise complaints for comparison. So that basically does it for the Auckland news. Let's go on to our next piece of Guns N' Roses news. A new photo here of Steven Adler. He's here with Peter Criss of Kiss and John 5. This is taken from a few days ago. So Steven's looking really good. If you guys missed it, he was on a news show in LA about a week or so ago, and I put the interview up on my channel. He's mostly just talking about his mom's book that just came out. And then he was also on Reddit doing an AMA, which I also summarized in one of my previous videos. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Gibbo's YouTube channel, this guy's got some incredible stuff on his YouTube channel, real rare stuff, you know, performances that maybe you haven't seen before, and basically the icing on the cake that he just put up on his channel, he's got some leaked audio of Axl's in-ear monitors. So there's basically audio of what Axl is hearing while he's singing. And this is taken from one of the Japanese shows. Now, all the songs are not on there. There's a handful of songs. It's So Easy, Estranged, Civil War, I think Welcome to the Jungle. And if you guys ever want to hear what Axl's voice actually sounds like, go listen to it. And you'll definitely have some thoughts on it, because I certainly do. So go listen to the videos. I've linked to them down below. Or I've linked to his channel. You can choose the video you want. And let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I thought that's a really cool thing that he's got on his channel. Definitely subscribe to his channel. So this is a follow-up story to something I covered a couple months ago. So there was a story about this Costa Mesa man in the U.S. He had killed his ex-girlfriend while listening to the Guns N' Roses song "Used to Love Her But Had to Kill Her" from GNR Lies. So apparently this guy had a sprinkler company for more than 20 years, and he asked his girlfriend to step in and take part ownership when the business began faltering. And basically the couple split, but his ex-girlfriend refused to give up her part of the business, which enraged this guy, Thomas Wilhelm. And he basically planned to kill her because he was so distraught over losing his business. And he went to a neighbor's house, took a gun, and killed her. And apparently he was sentenced. So he was sentenced to 50 years in life on prison on Friday. And, you know, the Guns N' Roses song, "Used to Love Her, Had to Kill Her," came up in the actual court trial. This isn't the first time a Guns N' Roses song has come up in the news of a murder or massacre. So back in 2007, the Virginia tech killer actually wrote a play named after the Guns N' Roses song "Mr. Brownstone." So the play is actually available for you to read if you want. I have no interest in reading it, but I've linked to the Blabbermouth article if you guys are interested. So the New York Post has an article called "What Gigi Hadid and Axl Rose Have in Common." I never would have thought I would have said those two names in the same sentence, unless I was probably talking about Coachella. But anyways, the article is mostly just written about Adler Young, who's a fashion designer. And he's a 37-year-old ex-musician or musician who basically stumbled into the career of being a fashion designer. Basically, he became obsessed with recreating the perfect bomber jacket. So he started to sew silk toppers for himself, and he was actually wearing one of the jackets he designed when he ran into Guns N' Roses manager at Chateau Marmont in LA. And he was talking with the Guns N' Roses manager, and the manager asked, "Where did you get that?" And he asked him next, "Will you make them for my band?" And then he thought to himself, well, Guns N' Roses, are you kidding me? Of course I'll do it. So he actually designed some jackets for Axl Rose and Slash. And then, of course, he also designed them for Gigi Hadid as well. So some of his jackets he's been selling, and the jackets retail for $1,500 US to $2,500 online. And that's pretty crazy. If you guys want to read the entire article, I've linked to it down below. You guys can go check it out. And while we're on the topic of fashion, this leads me to our last story of the day. Duff tweeted out this cool series of shots that he did back in 1996 for the Neurotic Outsiders. This is really rare because you don't see a lot of shots of Duff from this era of Guns N' Roses. This was like, his hair was really short, he was sober, and, it was just before Guns N' Roses were about to implode. And I thought this was an interesting tweet. So that does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to, read any of the stories I talked about, I've linked to them down below. And make sure you go check out Gibbo's amazing Axl Rose's in-ear monitor videos as well. Those are pretty awesome. I think that's probably my favorite thing I talked about today. So it was kind of cool to go listen to that. There's also some videos from the shows they did in Vegas last year from Axl's in-ear monitors. I'm not sure exactly how this stuff leaks. There must be somebody on the GNR camp who's leaking this kind of stuff. So you guys can go listen to it. Let me know, how does Axl's voice sound to you? Comment down below, and make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news or anything related to Guns N' Roses. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at Guns N' Roses Daily. I'll follow you guys back. Take care.